So we just looked at your setup and what your tendency is with your stroke, right? And you have a tendency to set up with that heel up like that. We fixed your grip a little bit. Now we're at the in-swing motion. Once we get past all this other stuff. Now we want the ball basically opposite our sternum or slightly forward over that part. I'm not worried about. It really matters like the width of the diamond height, if it's a little forward or more in the center. But I like to place the ball at the bottom of the arc because there's nothing lower. Okay. So I just try to make that, I rock my shoulders and I go down, up. And once I hit the ball, my left hand with the club, I'm pulling that putter through going forward and up, which adds like a little bit of loft at the time. So what I'm trying to do is I go forward and up. I can even just practice my forward stroke like that. You're going to see my head and shoulders kind of angle back a little bit. That's a reaction to the putter going forward and up. That's correct. That's a natural occurrence. And what we're trying to do is just get into rhythm with that timing of that 1-1 and just down, up, down, up. And once I pick my aim and I'm happy with it, all I'm going to do is just make that rhythm and just try to roll that ball straight down that line. Okay. And stay out of it. Just trust what I've built.
Yeah.
And then what's nice about that is when you know where you're aiming, you're going to be able to give yourself perfect feedback. You're going to know whether or not you hit your line. You're going to know whether or not you misread it. And you're going to know if the touch was right.
This might be not a bad question, but of course, we'd rather make putts, right? But is it better to trust your line and miss the putt than when you're standing over the ball? Like, because I line it up, right, with whatever's on there, and then I adjust on the fly.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Right, which is
it's like flipping a coin. It's like we don't want to guess, right?
Right.
And when you pick something right or wrong, commit to it.
You got to commit
and learn from it. Okay, and that's the whole point. Okay?
Gotcha.
So then we've got exercises that we can do. Like I said, we can do the praying hands drill where it's going right up in here in the crease, and the putter's going to lay right across these two fingers. Everybody either does one finger. So you'll see it's basically my hands like this, okay? Mm-hmm. Both hands. It's a wonderful drill. And then you just rock your shoulders down, up, and you have to have that even pressure from the heels of your hands to the tips of your fingers. Too much here's a push, too much there's a pull. So nice and even. We don't want that club moving around in our hands, okay?
Gotcha.
There's another one where I'll just have you set up and I'll rock your shoulders for you, or I'll have you hit putts with just your left hand, just your right hand, then two together.
Okay.
You see these guys on TV do this stuff a lot, and it's basically so they can stay out of here and get more into here and trust what they're doing and they're feeling. Ask them to articulate it, they probably couldn't give you this degree of specificity, okay? But this is why they do it. And once you get these things dialed in, you'll make more putts than you ever knew what to do with. I like to have you have your par putting of 30 putts or less and get to the point where you feel like you're never going to three putt.
Okay.
Yeah. And look at how many strokes we save. And most people are wanting to hit their driver, and nobody takes the time to understand putting or to work on those short game shots that you saw those other posts for. That's where you're going to improve the fastest with your score. If you go and you do things, like that relative to the short game. Cause I'm a big believer, Toski beat this into me, crawl, walk, run is the way to learn any motor skill. And that's why we like to start here, like from a 5-foot putt to a 10-foot putt to off the edge of the green. His teaching philosophy in the Golf Digest schools back in the 70s became a global phenomenon because it was so simple and so sound. And the great thing about the fundamentals is if you never leave them, you never have to go back to them. And really getting good at golf is mastering these basic, simple motions. We have our pre-swing fundamentals and our in-swing fundamentals, and they have to be taught in that order, which you've experienced.
We're getting there, yeah.
Yeah, you're getting there. And that's why we're here today to see what you do actually on the golf course. Okay?
Gotcha.
All right, cool.